Hey everybody, LeeSpeed here, and I'm back. And I had hit 2K a few days ago, and that's kind of weird, because I started out by doing like random voiceover videos, and then I like transitioned quite a while later into Wi-Fi battle narrating. Because, it's in the same field, but, not really. I mean, it's similar, but they involve voices and stuff, so yeah. I guess in celebration, I'm going to be bringing you guys a 5th gen overused match against Dangerous36M. He was, accepting battles, and basically I was like, wait, let's do an OU rotation. Because, everyone's been watching the OU singles game, but hey, why don't I bring something different? One I've never done, but I think that there aren't a lot of. I guess just because there's like so much shit that could be going on. So, anyways, he's going to lead with Thunderous, Heatran, and Gliscor, and I'm going to lead with Whimsicott, Rotom Wash, and my Vaporeon. And we're both going to set up the substitute first turn, as expected. I expected him to do that, because, it's rotation. And I think he would bring the substituting one to the battlefield. So, I am going to predict him to rotate into his Heatran and go for the Hydro Pump, but I miss. Oh, I missed. And I missed a critical one at that, because I could have taken him out already. So, yeah, I guess he predicted me to go for it again, so I am going to go to my Whimsicott, predicting him to switch out or rotate in his Gliscor and go for the Leech Seed. And yeah, that's pretty much what happens. I hit his Latias on the switch, which sounds weird. Wow. Just saying the name sounds weird sometimes. But anyways, he's going to switch out because, Leech Seed's going to rack up, and I'm going to get free health back if he doesn't switch out. So he is going to switch out in this Rotom Wash, and I'm going to hit him with my Hydro Pump. And I do a bit over half, actually, which is nice, and I'm seeing it's a bulky one. But seeing that damage, he automatically knew that I was Choice Specs, because I'm like, yeah, screw Scarf Rotom. Specs Rotom is where it's at. So he rotates the Gliscor. I rotate into my Vaporeon. He taunts me, predicting me to go into Whimsicott and lock Rotom into Hydro Pump or Thunderbolt, but yeah, that didn't work, and I don't get the burn off with the Skull, so that makes me sad face. So right here, I didn't expect him to go into Thunderous, mainly because I could have just encored him into Substitute, and that would be bad times. It'd be annoying, but I don't know. I mean, it's not that helpful in the long run. You're going to see later on. Now, right here, he does go for the sub again. And I went for Leech Seed, predicting him not to do that. I thought maybe he would actually finish me off with a Thunderbolt. But no, he went for the sub again because I guess he had no reason not to sub, but I could just encore him into it again. So, or actually, I think this is the first time I've done it. I do it like several times in this game, just an FYI. So, guess I'm trying to take advantage of the fact that he's going to try to keep subbing up. Then I could just keep breaking the sub. So, yeah, break the sub enough times to where he can't make anymore. I guess that's kind of what my plan was. But then again, this team was kind of random. There was not much strategy I had in mind. I mean, I kind of had a couple, but they didn't work. Mainly because of just how oriented his team kind of was to this. Mine really isn't orientated for rotations, but, I just thought, hey, OU rotations will be a bit different. It will be quite a lot of fun, too. Maybe a bit stalling, because I have Whimsicott and he has freaking Thunderous. So, yeah, I know that kind of sounds weird, stalling with Thunderous, even though I locked him in the substitute in the first place. But yeah, he rotates into his Rotom, and he does take me out with a T-Ball, like I thought his Thunderous was going to do to me earlier. But no, that doesn't quite happen. Now, I think the Encore had ended for Thunderous before he rotated out. And that is going to bite me in the ass later on, kind of like how with Rick, he pretty much, he didn't notice that, or he thought Jolteon had a balloon or something like that. Some kind of oversight, basically, in that kind of, got things really annoying, basically. And Vaporeon just kind of is doing the same thing, and before anyone asks, I was not referencing Tank Girl the movie, I guess. I actually did remember what they were talking about a bit after this battle ended. I'm changing the nickname just because of that. I don't want people thinking that in the future. So yeah, I'll think of something and then I'll use my intro after that. I have different nickname changes anyway, so that's pretty much how it goes. So I take the Thunderbolt, not that well, but you know I could take one because I have enough natural bulk to do it. So he's gonna bring in his Latias and he's gonna show me the substitute. So okay, so this is like a sub Calm Mind, maybe? Probably like sub Calm Mind, maybe. But you know, that's not good actually, because he has basically 2 fastings that can set up a sub, and I have 2 walls. And guess what? I have to switch out because I know he's gonna maybe go in the Thunderous or something. But if I had thought about that, it wasn't really a safe play. But hey, I didn't get hurt on the switch, so that is nice. So he goes for the taunt with his Gliscor predicting me to go into my Whimsicott again. I'm like, nope, not right now. I'm not. I'm gonna do that later. So I am gonna rotate into my Salamence, and yeah, I am just gonna take him out with a Fire Blast. I forgot if I had mentioned this already, but there is a little bit of a story behind his nickname that I'll get into some other time later, because you know I don't think this is the battle to do it on, because there's a lot going on and I have to try to keep up. Now I rotate into my Scizor, predicting him to go for the Dragon Pulse, but that was a dumb play on my part. And in the long run, I should have just stayed in with Mence or went to Whimsicott and then went for Leech Seed. But then again, I guess he could have went the Thunderous and went for the sub again. So there was so much to predict, and I had to guess what he would do basically, and he has to kind of guess what I do sometimes. Not as much as with him though. He's really throwing me off with his moves. So he takes up my Vaporeon, and it was that point I'm like, oh, the Encore had ended already, and I didn't know. So, well, I didn't know because I wasn't looking, and I was not about to ask the stream because, you know, they can mislead me, and that would be bad, and I would rather not be misled. I'd rather battle on my own. So yeah, screw the help, Rick. Screw that help. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to go for Encore again, and I am going to rotate into my Heracross. Why would I say I rotate in my Heracross? That's... Alright, I rotate into my Heracross, went for close combat. I know that would break the sub, because you know he has a lot of attack and Latias has lower physical defense, so I know it could break the sub easily. And I decide to lock myself into close combat, knowing that I can hit his Heatran for an OHKO, basically. That is my plan later on. I am planning to do that. That's what was in my mind, in the noggin, you know, just do random shit. And again, this team is just randomly built. Or just randomly put together, rather. Now, he goes for the Dragon Balls, gets a critical hit. I am not sure if it mattered. It might have mattered, because if that Latias has no, you know, special attack investment, I could take maybe one before it can break the sub. I have max HP, max defense, with 4 in speed, so I can outspeed other Whimsicotts with no speed investment. So, yeah, he's going to switch out into his red form and his red shiny Gyarados. And I predicted him to go into Heatran to maybe, you know, take out my Whimsicott or something, or break a sub if I decided to make one again. But it didn't quite work. But I do a decent amount of damage to the Gyarados, which is kind of surprising. Now, I switched to Mence, predicting him to stay in, and I went for Draco Meteor, but I miss. Then he goes for a Fire Blast, he hits it, and he burns me. So I'm like, screw you, Heatran. Seriously, screw you. But anyways, I surprisingly predicted him to rotate back into Gyarados, predicting me to go into my Crusher again. But, you know, that doesn't work. Or maybe that Gyarados had Taunt, and he might have been predicting my Whimsicott to go for, like, Leech Seed or something. I don't know. But, yeah, my Salamence is gone because he took out Gyarados, though, which I am kind of happy about. Now, right here, he rotates into Heatran, and I go for the close combat. I think at the stream he said he wanted to speed this battle up because it was kind of getting stally because of freaking Whimsicott. But I do pop the balloon. Yeah, screw your balloon, Rick, because, you know, it was because of a freaking paranoia of a balloon and listening to your friends that kind of, you know, kind of annoyed you there. But now, I make a really key play right here. I predicted him to go into Latias this turn, and I went for the Toxic. Now, this is kind of interesting. Like, what I should have done, and I guess I didn't want to stall out for too long because, yeah, we both just wanted this game to end. But another play that I could have done, I could have kept going for the substitutes or get off a lead seed knowing that I could take one Dragon Pulse. But the thing is, like, if I went for substitute, that would have been the better move because I can rack up toxic damage to the point where my Heracross could finish off the Latias. And since his Thundurus is locked into substitute because of Encore, he can't really do anything. So yeah, I guess I decided to throw that away mainly because I just wanted this match to end. So yeah, he goes to Thundurus, goes for the sub, and I go for lead seed for whatever reason. I knew he was gonna rotate, but actually at this point, I don't know why I actually try to do anything because Whimsicott has no attacking moves, and since he's behind the sub, I can't do anything. So I just keep lead seeding for some reason. I'm like, dude, will you just stop it already? Gosh, this match is awkward as fuck right now. It was really an awkward game, I'm not gonna lie, dude, but I think after this turn, I do run. I don't know why I didn't before, but yeah, I think that's why the screen's gonna just black out right here instead of just saying whatever. Oh, and Encore ends too, just to spite me. So, yeah, that was a pretty good game. I mean, it was not my best game, but it was pretty fun, actually. Just, my goodness, there was just so much to predict, and, oh, in fact, my head kind of hurts right now because of all this talking about predictions and what I was trying to do and what didn't work, did work, and then what I tried to make work, didn't work, and what? Okay, yeah, I think after this battle, he was saying that later we should do an OU singles match, and yeah, I was pretty much like, yeah, I just need to fix my team up a bit, but seriously, like, I had 2 water types that I led with, which was stupid. I should have, like, led with Whimsicott, Rotom Wash, and Salamence, because Salamence could just abuse his attacks, and, you know, since I can Encore Thundurus into substitutes, yeah, that would have been nice, but now that I think about it, the Salamence set that I used in this battle was completely walled by Heatran, and that's why that Hydro Pump miss really mattered, because if I had taken it out early game, Salamence could have been able to hit anything, really, with a Draco Meteor. And my Salamence, the one I used for this battle, was a mixed variant with, you know, Fire Blast, obviously, and I did not reveal it. I had Outrage and Earthquake, I think. Earthquake wouldn't have done nothing because his Heatran had a balloon, his Rotom and Latias had Levitate, and his Gyarados, Thundurus, and Gliscor are all flying types, so the Earthquake would serve no purpose in this game. So yeah, that was a really awkward game, but it was kind of fun, kind of stally, but it could have been worse. It could have been really worse. I'm not joking either. That could have been really worse. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this game, guys, and yeah, thanks again for 2K subs. That was kind of unbelievable. I had never thought I would hit that number. And I know some people might be surprised. No, not surprised. What am I trying to say? Some people might disagree and say that I deserve more than that, but I'm thinking, nah. I'm just doing what I do. I'm just playing for fun, and, you know, I did have fun with this match despite the outcome of the game, but yeah. Since I've never done really OU matches before, I did alright, I guess. And it was an OU rotation, something I've never done, so again, not bad. You know, next time, you know, I can just bring a better random team. Because, you know, since I'm random with my teams, I'll bring a better random team. So, yeah. And if you're watching this, Rick, screw that freaking Thundurus to hell, man. Screw it. Man. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.